Hi everyone, it's Miss C again. How are you guys? I hope you were able to complete the LAL and the math. So I am in charge today of social studies, and I'll also be doing it for Wednesday as well. So just the basics, you guys. We're gonna go back to the top here and we're gonna click on social studies. Oh, I think it logged me out. Okay, we're gonna go to social studies. And then we're gonna click class pages right there. And then we're gonna scroll, let it load, and we're gonna click the left-hand side. And then you're gonna wanna scroll and click on week 2, grade 3, week 2. And then I know Miss Almeida showed you guys that once you click it, this is what you guys are gonna do, your assignments. It shows the link to the reading and to days 1 through 5. And she says, I remember she told you guys to just do it one at a time. So day 1, do for day 1, and day 2, which is today, do for day 2. And then obviously day 3, day 4, day 5, you would do it on those days. Because, you know, you guys deserve a break. You guys are working really hard. So, we are still going to be using the same text, American Hero. I have it pulled up here, so I'd recommend you guys having it with you as well. So I'm just going to have it side by side with me. So this is week 2, day 2, social studies. So this is an activity. It's kind of a template. It's called the RACE activity. So RACE stands for something. It stands for restate the question, answer the question, cite the source, and explain. So I found this online myself because I feel like the template that they gave you guys was a little difficult. It wasn't giving you guys an answer. Not answer, but help. So if you guys want to, this is going to be sent to you guys in email, to your parents. You guys can print this out and write on it, and then take a picture of it and send it to Mrs. Almeida. But you guys can also use this as a reference so that you guys know how to answer the questions for this whole page, okay? So the question that we need to answer is, how was Virginia de Albert Lake a hero? Include details from the article in your answer. So in this article, boys and girls, it talks about how she is a hero, okay? In this first paragraph here, it doesn't really mention anything about her. But it says right here, I will say, she beat back her fear. She went on a secret mission to save lives. So that can be one reason. And then here, this whole thing just explains about what's going on in Europe at the time, in France. So you don't really have to use this for your questions for the paper that we have. Instead, I would recommend you guys looking at Saving Lives, read this whole thing, and using Finding Freedom as your evidence to answer the questions, okay? Well, to answer the one question. So what you guys already know how to do is restate the question. So how would we restate this question, boys and girls? If you want to comment below, you can do that. I know you guys know how to restate it. So the first line, all you're going to do is just restate the question. Okay, that's all you need to do for the first line. Then the second part, I'll highlight this for you guys so it's easier. We'll do that. And then the A part is answer all parts. So read the question carefully, or in other words, what is being asked? So if you guys were to restate this question, if you guys wrote it down already, that's good. I would recommend you guys having that down. So those who have written it down, it would be Virginia de Albert Lake was a hero because why? Why was she a hero? You have to mention something in the article. What did you guys read from the article? What did you guys take from the article that proved that she was a hero? So that's what you have to say. Virginia de Albert Lake was a hero because blah, 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 blah. That is part A. Now part C, this is where you guys can see there's some help here. It says you can say, well, this is just an example in paragraph 2. So instead you can say the text states, the author states, or you can say in the section of saving lives, it says blah, 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 to support what you guys said for this part of the answer. So whatever you did to answer this part, you're using the cited text evidence to back it up. So, for example, if I had a question that said, why was Miss C hungry today? Restate the question. It would be, Miss C was hungry today because, and then to answer it, you can say, Miss C was hungry because it was 12 o'clock and it was time for lunchtime. And then if you guys saw the cite text evidence, you would say, the text states that in the afternoon, Miss C's stomach was grumbling. And there it proved to me that you guys read in the article that you saw that I was hungry. So here in this article, you guys have to show me and prove to me what made her a hero, okay? And then the last thing is explain your response. Give evidence from the text to support your answer. So you'll say, for example, or this shows, this means, I believe. So let's go back to the example that I gave you guys. You guys found in the text that at 12 p.m. or in the afternoon, Miss C's stomach was grumbling. You can say in the text states that Miss C was hungry at 12 p.m. because her stomach started grumbling. That's what it's in the text. Now, to explain it, you can say, this shows that Miss C gets very hungry every day at 12 o'clock. Or this shows that Miss C is starving at this hour. Something like that. So, whatever explanation you had about Virginia de Albert Lake, that is what you're going to explain. So you're going to say, maybe you guys said that she, let's say, remember she was terrified of the invaders. So maybe you guys can say, I believe that Virginia de Albert Lake was a hero because she was able to beat back her fear. That's what you can explain. Or you can say, this means that Virginia de Albert Lake is now a brave woman. Something like that, okay? If you guys are still having a hard time understanding this, I put an example here of a different prompt. So look, this is completely random. Why did Megan start a dog walking business? So in black, she restated the question. Megan started a dog walking business, okay, and then answered the question because she wanted to buy a bike and her parents said that she would have to earn the money to pay for it. And then in C, which is purple, is the cite text evidence. The text stated that Megan was a hard worker and knew she could earn the money if she set her mind to it. After thinking about how she could earn the money, Megan decided that dog walking might be the best idea for her. Notice, boys and girls, that when the person puts the text stated that, you always put a comma and quotation marks at the beginning and at the very end, because this is what the person got from the article. So whatever you guys are taking from the article into part C, you always have to put quotation marks, okay? And then the last part is in red, explain. This evidence shows, see, there's the key word, this evidence shows that Megan was determined. She really wanted a bike and would earn the money for it by walking neighborhood dogs. And that's pretty much it. That's your whole thing. So again, you can use this as an example and use this as an example. I think these are really helpful. And then once again, on this page here, you can just print it out, write everything out here, and then take a picture of it and just send it to Miss Almeida. All right, boys and girls, if you need any help, of course, email, comment below, or anything. I hope you guys have a good day and stay learning, stay safe, stay healthy.